Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wine with Dave. It is September 14th to most people, but if you're on the other side of the planet, it's September 15th, like my guest. I am so excited I get to bring her on all the way from Jaipur, India, but I'm not going to steal the thunder. We're going to talk about that in a bit. This is the new season. This is season 2. And I got rid of the little wooden band there. That's, which way am I going the right way? It goes out like this. Kind of cuts that way. Got rid of it. Yeah, that was during the summer. Open it up a little bit. It is wine o'clock, and it's going to be wine o'clock for the next 60 minutes. And boy, do I have a treat tonight. I am so grateful that this person, this sweet woman, said yes to the show. And she's waiting in the other room. I can see her right now. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the first thing that we talk about. I know there are people watching. If this is your first time watching, go to Wine with Dave if you're on the page. And go ahead and click on follow, because I have guests all over the world. And if you want to be featured on the show, drop me a line. Go in there if you own a business or you're an interesting person, you wrote a book, you did something crazy. Talk to me. I'd like to bring you on the show. I'm going to get into the first segment, which is... Oh, and by the way, type in where you're from. I'd like to know where you're from. Just type it on in, and I'll give you a shout-out. It'll show up on the screen, just like that. Shows up right on the screen. And who do we have? We've got Bob Goldberg. How's it going, Bob Goldberg? Haven't seen you in a while, but I hear from you all the time. So Bob Goldberg. Bob, where are you from? Are you Washington, D.C.? I think you are. Anyway, we're going to go into Did You Know, which is completely useless information. But, you know, people like to know about useless information. Here we go. We get my sound up. Is everything working here? Yep, everything's working. All right, did you know? Did you know that a shrimp's heart is in its head? I don't know that you knew that. A shrimp's heart is in its head. A snail can sleep for 3 years. 3 years. I think my teenagers sleep a lot. Wow. Sleeping for 3 years. Miriam is in Jaipur. Miriam's watching, yes. Miriam's watching from Jaipur, India. We have someone from Maryland. All right, Bob. That's right, Maryland. I keep forgetting. Did you know that the chicken is one of the few things that man eats before it's born and after it's dead? Didn't know if you knew that. Did you know that some dogs can predict when a child will have an epileptic seizure and even protect the child from injury? They're not trained to do this. They simply learn to respond after observing at least one attack. Dogs are very smart. They are our best friend. Best friend. Love dogs. If you notice, tonight is animal themed because of my guest. Did you know a pregnant goldfish is called a twit? I love that. So when you call someone a twit, you're really calling them a pregnant goldfish. That's the truth. That's why you watch this show. I know it. Oh, by the way, tonight is Fireball. It's wine. No, it's not wine. It's obviously whiskey, but it's Whiskey with Dave tonight. Yeah, pregnant goldfish is called a twit. Rats multiply so quickly that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants. Did you know there are only 3 types of snakes on the island of Tasmania? And all 3 are deadly, poisonous. So if you're on Tasmania and you see a snake, guaranteed you need to run. Don't be a twit. Don't be a pregnant goldfish and hang around. Get the heck out of there. Did you know that it's physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky? I did not know that. Did you know that dolphins sleep with one eye open? They must have watched too many pirates on the open seas. Did you know that emus and kangaroos cannot walk backwards? Emus and kangaroos cannot walk backwards. All right, this interesting fact is an interactive, and I want you to guess, okay? The jellyfish is made up of what % water? Just type in jellyfish, dash, and your answer. Yes. Bob Gold, which came first? Whoa, what's going on here? Had a little technical difficulty there. Yeah, just type in jellyfish and what % water do you think it is? Bob's just responding. You'd sleep with one eye open with sharks swimming around you. Yeah, it's true. So if you want to leave a comment and show up on the screen, you have to be on the Wine with Dave page. Leave a comment there. You'll see the live video. I'll still be here. I'm not going anywhere. Just leave where you are. Come there. Type it in. You're going to love tonight if you love animals. And there are some graphic images, so I just want to warn you. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay, another question. Only male mosquitoes bite. True or false? Only male mosquitoes bite. And lastly, what is the only animal that can't jump? What's the only animal that cannot jump? All right. We're done with that. Now we're going to add up the answers and see if you're really, really intelligent. That's something you shouldn't say to people that are devoting some time on your show, right? Jellyfish are made up of what % water? And you know, you can go to Google to find this, but you probably shouldn't. That's not nice. I wouldn't do that. I would just take a guess. It's fun to guess. What do we got? Bob Goldberg is saying 90%. Do we have anybody else? Anybody else? I know we got people watching, listening. 90%. Wow, it's like the Bob Goldberg show. He's the only one watching here, is he? We'll wait on that answer till someone else guesses. Only male mosquitoes bite. Is that true or false? And the last question, elephants are the only animals that can't jump. Oh, I already gave it away. That's the animal. Sorry. Elephants are the only animal that cannot jump. All right. Only male mosquitoes bite. True or false? Bob says false. He's correct. It is female mosquitoes that bite. And jellyfish are made up of, Mariam says 50% water, and Bob Goldberg says 90. Bob, you are very close, but you're both wrong. 95% water. Can you imagine? Both of you guys are pregnant goldfish. If you're just tuning in, I just called them twits. Oh boy. All right. Moving on to the next segment, because I want to get into this interview. It's really good. It's going to move your heart. And I really want you to pull out your wallets and donate, because this is a great cause. Just sit back. You're going to love the stories that we have tonight. But what happened tonight? What happened tonight? On this day, this is September 14th in America, 2020. And on this day, this guy happened. 1955, Little Richard entered a New Orleans recording studio to begin 2 days of recording. Things were not going well with Little Richard. But during a break, Richard and his producer, Bumps Blackwell, look up Bumps Blackwell, interesting guy. Bumps Blackwell and Little Richard went to the Dewdrop Inn for lunch. Richard started playing the piano in the bar like crazy, singing a loud and lewd version of Tutti Frutti. All right? Kind of a gospel tinged, but with only 15 minutes left in the session, Bumps Blackwell said, dude, I don't know if he said dude, but he said, that is rockin'. Let's do that. So they did. And they recorded the song based on just a funny jam in the Dewdrop Inn. So Little Richard recorded the song and coined the famous phrase, a wop bop, a loo bop, a wop bam boom. Tutti Frutti. Tonight, He did that tonight, 1955. Enough of Little Richard. We lost him this year. Sad. I'm a huge Little Richard fan. Hey, it's someone's birthday today. It's this guy. And usually I'm not into boy bands. Actually, not usually. I'm not. I'm never into boy bands. I'm just never into boy bands. But I had to put sprinkle some youth on the show. Born on this day in 1993, he's 27 years old today, is Niall Horan, or Neil Horan. Neil, I don't even know. Does it matter? Does it matter? He's from the English-Irish pop boy band One Direction, who formed after finishing the third in the seventh series of The X Factor in 2010. All right, going to take him down because we don't need to have Neil on the screen for too long, right? But something else happened today. Kind of sad if you're a rapper. This guy, 1996, American rapper Tupac Shakur died after being shot 6 days earlier when he was driving through Las Vegas. 13 bullets were fired into his BMW. The incident was blamed on East and West Coast gang wars. True. Shakur was a convicted sex offender guilty of sexual abuse. After serving 11 months of his sentence, he was released from prison on an appeal financed by Suge Knight. I don't like Suge Knight. I look him up. Blackwell's better than Suge Knight. Anyway, he's the CEO of Death Row Records, and he released him, and he got shot, and he died today. But look up some of his interviews, Tupac, when he's talking about kind of like pre-Black Lives Matter. Really, really interesting. And he died in 96. So we will take that down. Lastly, I want to end on a good note. Keeping with the animal theme, check this out. Remember these guys? 1969, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? By Hanna-Barbera debuts on CBS in the U.S. How many years ago is that? 69 to 51 years ago, right? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? You like that little orb in the back? I put a little orb. Let's see, can I move that orb? I can move. Whoa, I can move the orb. I can even put the orb on my head. Look at that, it almost fits my head. Anyhow, so that's it. I'm just having fun. Go ahead and type in where you're from. Rick Greenwood is San Diego Monday Madness. Yeah. What happened to Brady, huh? I don't know. Mariam is from Jaipur, India. She's laughing at my jokes. See, folks, I'm even funny in India. People are laughing all around the world. Was the funny jam blueberry? Lauren, you're going to have to elaborate. I don't know what that means. Was the funny jam blueberry? I don't know what that means. G-Man White. Hannah had some pretty racist cartoons. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, was the funny jam was that an episode of, I don't know. Maybe it was an episode. You have to fill me in. All right. Tomorrow night. This is season 2, guys. I am excited, and I'm drinking Fireball cinnamon whiskey. This thing rocks. This is the premiere of season 2. I'm on episode 63, as you could tell right there, right in front of my Telecaster guitar. I might play it. No, I can't play it. All right, that is really good. You're tuning in. This is Wine with Dave. Share this page. Just click on the share button and just type in or just tag someone in the comments of someone who's an animal lover, especially camels, monkeys, lions, tigers, bears. You're going to like tonight. So tomorrow, my guest is public relations rock star singer Betty Galligan. I believe she's from Pawtucket. I've known her for years. She does PR for businesses. Then I found out a friend of mine, Ron Sweeney, actually knows her really well, and so does Connie. Very small world. But tonight, folks, you are in for a treat. My guest is all the way from Jaipur, India. Yes, it is now September 15th, Tuesday morning, where she is at 6:30, 6:45. Timmie Kumar, you're going to love her. Timmie Kumar works for a nonprofit called Help in Suffering, HIS, Help in Suffering. She helps injured street animals in India, cats, dogs, camels, monkeys, lions, tigers, and bears. Check it out.
इस एरिया में कैमल हर्ड्स होते हैं, उसको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाना डिफ़िकल्ट है। कैमल ओनर्स इतने पैसे वाले नहीं होते हैं कि वो ज़्यादा जो प्राइवेट प्रैक्टिशनर है उनको पैसा दे सके। ये नहीं होता तो जैसा लेक होता है, या तो मरते सड़ सड़ के। हमारे पास पैसे नहीं होते तो इलाज कहाँ से कराते।
HIS team goes to places where they can't come to us, so we go to them.
कैमल रेस्क्यू सेंटर ऐसा सेंटर है जो फ्री में कैमल्स को ट्रीटमेंट फ्री प्रोवाइड कराता है, और कहीं भी जाओगे आपको उसको पे करना पड़ेगा पैसा।
कैमल कार्ड्स जो हैं, रात के टाइम बहुत से ऐसे केस होते हैं जिनमें वो एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है उनका, क्योंकि रात को दिखता नहीं है, तो हमने रिफ्लेक्टर्स फिट करने स्टार्ट किए।
HIS, our team, Help in Suffering, you know, when it comes to a camel project, they're doing excellent work and they're reaching out to various poor camel owners. But definitely we would like to reach out to many, many more animals which are much further away, but we don't have the resources or that much of manpower to do it. And if the government or the people of the city comes forward, we can really reach out to many more and do many more camps for poor animal owners. And I think we, as citizens of this country and part of Jaipur, the city, we want to be the exemplary city to help. We have been able to help, and we would like other organizations also to come forward and help. It's not about just HIS. I feel all animal organizations which are doing good work need to be supported to move forward and help as many voiceless animals as we can. We definitely need to do, and I'm sure we can do it. And I'm positive we'll do it.
There she is. Hi, Timmie. How are you?
Great, David. Good to be on your show. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, no problem. So it is Monday, September 14th in America, but it is Tuesday, September 15th where you are, right?
Right.
Right. And it's a special day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because I'm with you.
Oh, no, more than that. It's your birthday.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. It is my birthday.
And all day long I've been studying this, so you got to tell me if I mess it up. Let me see, because I learned how to say happy birthday in Hindu. Janamdin Mubarak ho.
That's right. Janamdin Mubarak ho. Yes.
Is that good enough? Can I pass?
It's more than good enough. Thank you.
Nice, nice. I won't say how old you are. In America, women get offended. I don't know. Indian women.
It doesn't matter. I've turned 61.
Oh, I wasn't going to ask. Well, you look great. You look really good. And I love your animal print. You were telling me earlier about that is a block print that prints on shirts?
Yeah. So this is a block print, and I started this merchandise range about 11 years ago to fundraise for a charity, and we decided it's going to be pure cotton, and it's going to be animals which are seen in India. So it's going to be basically Indian animals, and not prints stolen from the internet or anything. It has to be original, has to be Indian. And we've done our best. I mean, it's not a very large, but we do get some amount of funding. But people love our prints. They love them. We do little toilet pouches, and we do ladies' kurtas.
Wow, toilet pouches and everything.
know,
Well, hey,
different sort of merchandise.
let's get right into the interview here. First of all, Jaipur, I looked it up. It's known as the Pink City. Can you explain what that means? Why is it known as the Pink City?
So Jaipur was actually belonged to all the kings in the from the Rajput community,
Yep.
and Maharaj Jai Singh in 1727. I think he was having some foreign dignitaries coming, and he just decided to give this lovely, beautiful terracotta color to the whole city. And that's how it remained. The part of the old city is called the Pink City, and it's very pretty. And people have restructured the whole thing and redesigned it, but kept the pink color. Has to be pink, and I think what makes it very, very interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw some photos, and there's like so many buildings that are pink. It's beautiful. So, what does a typical day look like in Help in Suffering? So your nonprofit is called Help in Suffering. What's a typical day look like for you?
So, see, our day starts quite early in the morning. Our staff arrives at about 6:37, and then there's cleaning going on in the kennels. And our early morning, our team for animal birth control, our ambulances leave at about 4:35 in the morning to catch dogs, so that they can catch them before the city gets busy, because they try and catch them in a humane way by throwing sacks, bring them in by about 7:38, about 10 to 15, sometimes 20 dogs in a day.
Wow.
Bring them in for kennels, and then they are kept there until the surgery started about 8:39. So the ones which have been already neutered or spayed are only immunized against rabies, because we mark every dog in the city. And our ABC animal birth control program to prevent dog population and the rabies is kept under control due to this very scientific documentation. So these dogs are neutered or spayed and immunized against rabies. Then they're released on the 4th or 5th day back into the areas, because if they don't go back to the same areas they come from, the other dogs attack them. So you have to do it in a very humane manner.
Oh.
And that's how, yes. So we have made Jaipur's almost free of rabies for last 12 years. Almost, I would say, more than 90%.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the dog population has come down over 50% in the last 25 years.
In the last 25 years.
And it's considered one of the 3rd best rabies programs in the world.
What does ABC stand for?
Animal birth control.
Oh, it's kind of simple. So you take them off the street, neuter them, so you're cutting down on that. And the problem is that there's so many dogs that get hit by cars, right? There's so many dogs that have no owner.
Yes.
How many in Jaipur? Is there a number? Do you have a number of how many?
Yeah. We have now, thanks to our ABC program, I don't think we have more than about 40 to 42,000 dogs in the city.
42,000?
Yeah, which is, for a city which has a huge population, is very little. And we do have a lot of dogs, and people in different communities feed the dogs in there. And some people are cruel, but some people even adopt them. And we also encourage our own Indian breed street dog adoption, because in India people are very fascinated by international breeds, but a lot of them don't belong here, and it's not fair to have dogs with like Saint Bernards and German Shepherds with long hair with 45, 47 degrees sometimes temperatures go to. Not everybody can afford air-conditioned rooms.
Wow.
And it's cruel.
I am in shock. I thought you would have said about 500, maybe 1,000 dogs. 45,000 dogs. Wow. Well, I appreciate the work you're doing. That's great. If anyone has any questions for Timmie, just go ahead and type it in here. We're going to be asking questions all night. A couple other things here. Tell us about the Camel Center. So that little video that played, it's all about the camel. And I know you're looking to buy a new camel ambulance. Just tell me all about that. What is that about?
So about 12 years ago, 13 years ago, we decided to have a center for camels because a lot of Jaipur is very synonymous with camels because it is the state animal. And as you know, things are changing, climate is changing. A lot of people are using tractors and other vehicles, trucks, tractors, carts are not used any longer. Camel carts and camels are hardly used because urbanization is happening everywhere. Unfortunately, the poor camel tribe, which is called the Raika tribe, they are very handsome, tall men with big, large red turbans, and they have for generations been breeding and taking care of camels, are running out of their money and livelihood, and so they're selling them away to people. So camels are being exported out of our city, our state, and are smuggled out illegally to neighboring states like countries like Bangladesh. They go to Saudi Arabia for meat, for leather, for slaughter, and on festivals. It's extremely sad. And constantly a group of people are always catching them in different areas and bringing them back. But unfortunately, until the people and the government take serious interest, the camels will become extinct. Already the population has gone down by almost 70%.
Wow. Now, this tribe of men, are they farmers? Is that why they use the camels? Or what do they do?
They breed them and they sell them to people who use them for their livelihood, like they used on camel carts in brick kilns, and also on stone, people who stone mining, so these camel carts, and for various other transportation in the deep villages where they're still used. And you see a lot of women who are riding these camels in the morning. They cook their food at about 3, 4 in the morning, come and work in these different areas, and then they're back home before it gets too hot, so that, they're back to their home, because it's impossible and it's crazy. And then they can barely afford to sustain their livelihood. So our veterinary doctors go to these different areas because all camels can't come to us. So we have a hospital in Bassi, which is again a village, which is surrounded by these beautiful stone miners and people who do beautiful stone carving. And a lot of camels get injured. They get maggot wounds, they get saddle wounds, they get blind in the eyes, they get feet sores on their legs. So we give free medication, our vets go and attend to them, and so on each area they go on different days of the week. And so the people know that, he'll be coming to our little locality today. And that's how we run it for them, because there is no other program who's doing such work. And it's very difficult for these guys to barely forget about paying for their medical treatment, but how do they carry them to hospitals like ours, which is in the city?
Right.
But we do have some. And we also keep some sick animals or some rescued camels and other at the Camel Rescue Center, which was donated to us, the land, by one of our French donors 12 years ago, and it's been running for more than 11 years. We have a team of vets and subordinate staff. We've run out of our big camel ambulance because it has already been 11 years, so we are looking out for friends and supporters to come forward and give whatever they can so that we can generate some funds, and we are completely dependent on funding from friends and supporters in and outside the country.
So you're looking for a new camel ambulance that actually goes out to the camels to pick them up and bring them back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that will probably cost us about between 12 to 14,000
Right, right. Well, and then you also help monkeys and
Can-
cats and dogs and goats.
Oh, yeah. So, Help and Suffering probably is one of the few charities in India which rescues anything from a little pigeon and a bird to a camel. We
Wow.
also are working on advocacy for stopping elephant rides in Amer Fort, where a lot of tourists come. And so, and there is a case going on where 5 charities all over the country have come together. So, no elephants in circuses, trying to pull them out of circuses, trying to pull them out of, uh, entertainment. And they're made to walk, with these heavy burden on their backs all the way uphill on the tar road to Amer Fort and back. And tourists don't realize, but it's a big racket. And I feel that that's one thing I would like to tell all our friends all over the world, that please do not use animals for rides. It's nice to see an elephant, but isn't it best to let them be in their own habitat?
Right,
It's
right.
so
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna play some photos here, or show some photos. Let me just get this. Let me get you down, and then I'm gonna add that, and then I'm gonna bring Kimmy back. Okay. All right. So here's. Let me just go through this a little, really quickly. Not that. Oh, well, I went too fast. I think it's. Thought there was another way to see that. All right, so I'm just showing some pictures here. You can't see it, Kimmy, but you know them. You live them out. This is a dog that's being operated on. He looks like a German Shepherd. And then, show another one like a baby monkey. There are a lot of baby monkeys in this. A lot of monkeys in the city.
Yeah, and they are in certain pockets of the city. So sometimes they get electrocuted. Sometimes they get in the city for food. So sometimes the dogs attack them. It's sad. Sometimes they get run over by a car. So but what we do is when we bring them back to our animal shelter, which is a hospital basically, it's not really a sanctuary. So there are some permanent animal members of our Help and Suffering
Yeah.
hospital, but the others are all kept, treated, cured, and then we make a group of them. And then our jeep goes deep into the jungle, somewhere in the outskirts, and release them together, because when they are packed together, then they can protect each other and themselves. We never release individual monkeys. Some become permanent residents. Some, after releasing, come back to us.
Oh, do
Because
they?
Yes, yes. So we have some very strange things. Like we have animals who have very strange behavior. We have a dog who all the time, called Bonnie, who loves to hang around with the equines. She's always with the equines or the bovines. And when you walk into that, she will never stay with the dogs. And you go, Bonnie's either sitting in their water trough in summers or in their food troughs, or she's getting scratched by a horse, or she's getting licked by a cow. It's crazy. And you wonder, was she a cow or a horse in her last life? Because she hates hanging out with her own kind. She loves being with these bovines.
Loves being with people. I'm showing a photo of a monkey with her. She's with her child, and it looks like the monkey lost its hand.
Yeah. So she's the monkey who lost her hand, and she's then any other monkey baby which comes, she fosters them all.
Oh, she does.
So she's a permanent. Yeah, she's fostering somebody else's baby. That's not her own.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Very motherly. What happened to her hand, if you don't mind me asking?
She came like that to us. So either she was born without hands, or maybe somebody had amputated.
So I'm seeing pictures of the ambulance, Camel Center in Bassi.
Yeah.
Which is that actually where Help in Suffering is, in Bassi?
No, that is our camel rescue center, which is Help in Suffering is in the heart of the city of Jaipur. It's in a place called Maharani Farm, Durgapura.
Yeah.
It was built more than 40 years ago now. We're on our 41st year.
So the next image is graphic, but it ends well. So, but I want to warn you. So this is a monkey, and he's shaved, and his belly is wide open. So what happened there? It looks like
So
a
this
young monkey.
yeah, came with a very bad injury, which was his belly was almost ripped apart, but team of veterinary doctors kind of sutured it together, and of course it took a few weeks to heal, and now that monkey is healed.
Yeah. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine now.
Yeah, he's he's sedated in this next photo, which that's a better photo to see. And oh my God, so these poor animals, they get hurt. What happened? Did he get hit by a car?
One doesn't know because a lot of times our rescue team, somebody will make a phone call, and so we rescue something like 35 to 40 animals in a day. And I can't tell you, David, how much of work pressure, because we are the only hospital in Jaipur,
Yeah.
private hospital in Jaipur, running for 40 years. You get a lot of people also abuse you on the telephone sometimes, not realizing that, we are completely dependent on charities, on our, limited human resource, limited space, limited funds. But we want to do our best, and that is what we hope to do, that we want to help as many animals as we can, and we want many more people to start organizations such as ours, so that we can help many others, can also help many animals.
Right. And now you've got some kittens too and cats. Are there more cats in Jaipur than dogs?
No, in fact, Jaipur has very few cats, and hardly very small fraction of people keep cats as pets. Strange, but I've never seen any other city like ours which people do not really keep cats as pets.
Right.
Very few people. But now things are changing, because now people do come and we do get our cats adopted. We have a very kind campus director who helps with our adoptions.
Right.
And now
right.
Mariam's come to us, so she's a cat girl, and it's going to be good, because we need a lot of people who have that kind of compassion and get people to foster and adopt them as well.
Right. That's good. And so here's some photos of people just finding camels on the side of the road, and their teeth look pretty bad. They're sticking needles in their neck. So what is this about?
So various treatments, our veterinary team goes, and sometimes people stop them because they recognize the car, our ambulance. So the camels, so they have all kinds of ailments. Some of them have bad teeth. Some of the camels have broken jaws. They look very ugly. Some of them have, lot of them have saddle wounds and maggot wounds, and
Oh, wow.
it's sad. Some have wounds on their legs, and said all kinds of stomach ailments. Deworming is done. We have whole camps, so we deworm the camels. Camels get a lot of worms too. So this goes on, and so it's camels. We do it for cattle. We do it for goats and all the other species of animals.
Yeah.
We have anything from an eagle to a parrot to lots of peacocks which get injured. They get attacked by dogs.
Yeah.
And there are always cruel people who are, aimlessly beating them, or poaching goes on because, people want to sell peacock feathers. So, plenty of peacocks in Jaipur, lots of peacocks. So in India and Jaipur, you really don't need to go to a zoo to see animals. You can see an elephant, a camel, a monkey, dogs, cats on the streets.
Yeah. So now I'm on your, there's Miriam. Now I'm on your Instagram page. I'm just going through some of the videos here where they're just working with dogs. How many doctors are there?
So we have a team of 5 veterinary doctors in our campus here, and we have 1 veterinary doctor in our Bassi Camel Center. with
Yeah.
two or three subordinate staff.
Right. That's great. It's amazing. Like I didn't even know that that existed, but you
No,
guys have.
no, sorry, five.
Right, right, right. Wow, so many different animals, from pigeons and birds all the way to camels.
Yes,
That is amazing.
yes,
So I'm asking everybody.
yes.
I'm asking everybody to go ahead and follow Help in Suffering. Help. Where is it? Does it got the logo here? Yeah, Help in Suffering. Go to Instagram and follow them. They do great work, but also they're looking for donations. So if you want to help this amazing, amazing work, and Timmie, you've got a heart of gold. You really do. Just go to his-india.in, and I'd like you to go and donate if you can do that. Here's some more pictures of camels. I love camels. Boy, I wish you could see what I'm seeing, but you've seen them all. A lot of
Yeah.
monkeys. How long have you been around? How long has Help in Suffering been around?
40 years, 40 plus, beyond the 41st year. But I've been with Help in Suffering for more than 20 years now.
Wow.
And from 2002, I have been kind of heading the organization. But we have a great, extremely dedicated team. I'm just a small part of the show. Without them, I couldn't do, a needle's work.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Very, very compassionate staff, extremely, and especially during the COVID times. David, I'd like to share with our friends that we did not shut Help in Suffering even for a day during COVID.
Oh, you didn't. You kept it open. That's a good.
Kept it open because what do you do? Who helps the animals then? We also got together with various volunteers who were very good. The whole Jaipur came together, and other small charities. Young people are doing great work, came together for distribution of food. So everybody put in their resources together and feed the animals on the streets, which people would feed, but since people were not out on the streets so that they don't die of hunger. And that's what was happening.
Wow. Wow, I'll tell you, so I just turned that off for Instagram. But yeah, go ahead and follow Help in Suffering, HIS, Help in Suffering. They care, great team of people. I mean, I've only met two of you, you and Miriam, and you seem like such nice people, but they certainly could use the help. So please support them in any way you can. Even if you just spread the word, even if you just click on this link. This actually helps a lot if you just share this link, this live link. It's going to be live, and when we're done, it's still going to be on my page. And just share it. You don't know. There may be someone who just loves monkeys and camels, and they just want to drop a bunch of money their way. And if you go to the website, you go to donate and drop down. There's an area where you could drop down for in the country or out of the country, and just click on out of country if you're from America, and then just have at it. Have at it that way. But yeah, got a lot of other questions. One was about the pandemic, so I'm glad you answered that you didn't shut down for one day. What is your vision for the organization, and how do you intend to see it through?
So, David, today at this stage of my life, in any case, I want to help animals till the day I die.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to spread the word, right now we don't have 24/7 services. So what I want is that HI should have excellent veterinary services all through the night, because we get a lot of late rescues, and sometimes some animals which are in distress, we do not have the best staff to take care of them. And that is very important. So we want to increase the hardware, the software, and make sure that every animal which requires help. And also, we as a mother organization in Jaipur would like to help other charities grow young people. We want to create young leaders so that it's impossible for one organization to help everybody. So we want others to come forward. We want to help fundraise to make Help in Suffering one of the best medical services for animals in the country. We
That's
have a
excellent.
long way to go, and that is what my vision is, that we definitely want to have to be able to help as many animals in as humane manner as we can and get the best veterinary help we can.
Right.
And kindness and compassion should be the key word.
Yeah, that's good. That'll go a long way. Do you have the room, or do you need to build out and take up more space?
We don't have room anymore, but hopefully we will build out, and I'm sure others will come and we will help. The idea is that I feel the important thing is that I feel anyone who works for animals anywhere in the world, I feel they're doing work for me.
That's great.
So if you we are not into competition with other organizations, we want to help because our main motto is to help animals. It doesn't matter who does it.
Right.
But we are going to support everybody who helps animals.
That's awesome. I have another video I want to play. It's just a minute and a half, so hang in there if you're watching. I'm going to play this other video, and then we'll be right back. So this is also from Help in Suffering, and we'll be right back.
Help in Suffering is basically to help stray animals. Those animals, they don't have owners. They are roaming on streets. Nobody is looking after them. Nobody is feeding them. So we are here to help them.
ABC stands for Animal Birth and Rabies Control Program. हम डेली डॉग कैच करते हैं, मेल और फीमेल.
कुछ बीमारियां ऐसी होती हैं जो कि पहले जानवरों में लगती हैं और वही जानवरों से फिर इंसानों में भी फैलती है. रेबीड डॉग के बाइट करने से इंसानों में वो रेबीज़ होता है. तो हम वैक्सीनेट करते हैं, यहाँ पे डॉग्स को वैक्सीनेट करते हैं जिससे कि उनमें रेबीज़ ना हो, उनके बाइट करने से फिर लोगों में ना हो.
The passion the people who work here have for the charity itself and for every single dog, the kindness that they show to the animals and to the other staff and volunteers that work here, you can really tell how much everyone cares.
We are facing a lot of challenges because as the city is growing, there are more animals, there are more accidents, so we have 35 to 40 rescues every day.
All right, we just played that. That's great. You got a big haircut, too. You had your long black hair in that one, and you just chopped it all off like I did in March.
I think it's all cause of the pandemic. We were itching to do something with ourselves. So the easiest thing was to shave our heads off.
I know. I did the same thing. That's how it started. Tell me about how you came in contact with Help in Suffering. What were you doing before that, and what made you come in and jump in?
So we were in Agra. I used to live in Agra, the city of the Taj Mahal earlier. And I rescued a donkey from a drain. And, and my husband's a hotelier, so we were in the hotel, and I brought this donkey with, I got our hotel staff to pull him out of the drain. And then we kept him at our farm cottage. And that was the beginning of an organization we started called Animal Lovers Association in Agra, where a group of people didn't know how to fundraise. And then a few years later, we shifted to Jaipur, and I had heard about Help in Suffering. So I went there and I asked if I could volunteer. And the lady who was heading it, Christine Townend, was an Australian. So she was on her back home. She used to spend 4 months there, 8 months in a year here. And then when she came back, I joined as a volunteer, became a trustee. And within a year of my joining the organization, they asked me to join as the managing trustee. So 2002, before that it started by an English lady called Crystal Rogers, then it was Christine Townend, and then I came in. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, HIs has been I would say, my passion,
Oh,
my
there's
joy.
somebody's thumb is over the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Is that you? You got to look at the camera lens up here. Okay.
It was, we were getting it. Sorry.
That's okay.
So that's it. And so that's how, David, I started working as a volunteer, then as a,
Oh,
then as a trustee, managing trustee, and since then I've been with the organization. But we have a very competent board and very supportive, great team of veterinary doctors, paravets, compounders, cleaners, drivers, because they all train to, and it's difficult to find and train staff because, they're dealing with a lot of, street animals and they are at risk. But we do our best to try and vaccinate them and keep them as safe as possible and encourage people to come. We do have a lot of international veterinary doctors coming to volunteer when they are graduating from their vet schools and stuff, because we have an English vet who's heading a veterinary program called Dr. Jack Rees, who's very well respected internationally. We have a team of excellent Indian veterinary doctors. We do our best, but still there is a long way. Every day is a learning. Every day we try and do better.
right. But are there a lot of organizations in Jaipur that help animals?
There are some young organizations. They are doing their best in helping, whether it's feeding or they give us support by getting their ambulances sometimes. Young leaders, who are kind of full of compassion, but there's no space. So what is happening is we're getting a lot more animals than we have space for because they are enthusiastic, but we don't have that much of manpower or resources to help so many, or
Oh, I think I just lost your feed. I think I just lost her. Reconnecting. All right, hold on, everybody. We just lost Timmie. I'm going to call her back. She was just getting into answering a really good question here. All right, let's see. Let's try this one more time. Here she goes. Just watch the blue screen. Maybe she'll come back. We're just ready to wrap up, too. If you're just tuning in, this is Wine with Dave, and I was interviewing Timmie Kumar from Help in Suffering, and she's wonderful. Her and the whole team there, they're in Jaipur, India, and they basically grab animals off the streets. 40,000 dogs are loose in the streets. I had no idea. And she helps them. She pretty much heals their wounds, and the whole team there. Still trying to reach her. Connecting to Timmie Kumar. So again, she said from birds, pigeons, all the way up to camels. And a lot of there's this one tribe of people that grab the camels, raise them, and sell them to people that really kill them and use them for leather and all that. And they're trying to stop that. And it's just some awful things that are happening, and they try to stop it. Here we go. Maybe this is her. Yeah, I think this is her. Hi, Timmie.
Sorry, David. The whole battery ran out. I'm extremely sorry about that.
That's okay. I just tried calling you. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
Nope, I can't see you, so you must have turned off your camera. I don't know if anyone else can hear you. I'm not quite sure.
Yes.
There you are.
See me?
There you are. I don't know if they hear you, though. Let me see. I think I think they can hear you. I'm not sure. Everyone,
Yes,
just
I'm
leave a comment if you can hear Timmie. I can hear her, but that's good. Yeah, I just tried to call you when I lost you. That's okay. We just lost you for a minute. It's wonderful what you're doing. It really is. And I got to commend you for it.
Thank you. We need, but I think everyone, it always takes many people to do what we do. I mean, so we need friends like you to support, and you're doing amazing work. So I feel each person on this planet has special journeys and are doing amazing work.
All right, good. We can hear you, so that's good. Well, sounds like you found your purpose in life, right? Is this where you're going to stay? This is it?
Yeah, this is it. And I and my children know, my husband knows that whatever I own personally, it's all going to go to the animals. I've been very privileged in many ways, and I'm very thankful to Mother Nature. And my journey in life is just tree, plants, animals, and nature, and protect and do the best.
There you go. Well, we're going to do a virtual clink, and I do this on every show. So you've got some wine, and not only that, but it's your birthday. So again, I'm going to try to attempt to say it. Janam Din Mubarako.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और धन्यवाद. Thank you.
God bless you. I don't know what that means, but anyway. So grab your glass in your left hand. It's got to be your left hand. And look at the camera. You got to look at the camera lens. There you go. Grab your in your left hand. You got it all the way to your right, though. You got to move it to your left. There you go. Oh, way too far. Nope. Right, too far. Right over your shoulder. Right there. Okay, now, and you only have to move it 5 inches. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was that was pretty weak. It's hard to do it through the internet, but we just had a little toast. I want to toast you because it's your birthday. Happy birthday, and many, many, many more.
Thank you. Thank you, David. And many successes to you and many beautiful shows. And thank you all the people who are watching us. Try and help us, try and spread the word. Do not use animals for entertainment.
Yes,
really. When there's no demand, there will be no supply. So we have to be responsible citizens. Thank you very much.
That's true. And I want everyone to do 2 things. Follow them. Follow Help in Suffering at, go to Instagram, Help in Suffering. Great photos. It'll move your heart. If you love animals like I do, I love, love, love animals. I got 2 dogs. But go to also the website, HIS, Help in Suffering, -India.in. And any questions you have before we leave Timmie, because right now it's her birthday and it is Tuesday morning and she's celebrating. So any questions you have. So 2 things, follow them on Instagram and please donate if you can. Go to their website and just donate. The littlest bit can help, believe me. 3 things. Do that. And also share this link because you don't know who's out there that might want to donate even if you can't at this time. So Bob Goldberg from Maryland, okay, that's on the East Coast of America, Timmie. He says, happy birthday, Timmie.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. I've been to Maryland many years ago, but lovely, lovely place.
Oh,
Not too far from DC, right?
Not too far from DC, that's correct, yep. And also we have Juhi Shah, happiest of birthdays, darling Timmie.
Thank you, Juhi.
And we've got, they're all coming in. See that? Rick Greenwood, thanks for your service. Rick is in California, so he's wishing you a happy birthday and thanks for your sacrifice.
It's not a sacrifice, it's my passion. Thank you, Rick. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Look at all these birthdays coming in. Mariam Khan, we love you, Timmie, and Help in Suffering, happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Is she paid to do that? No. No. Yeah, Bob said he's 15 minutes from DC. So you were there. That's great. That is awesome. Well, listen, Timmie, not only are you doing a great job, but you also invited me to Jaipur, India. If I get anything out of this show, it's being invited to places. I've been invited to Greece, Canada, 29 Palms, California, and now Jaipur, India. I think Jaipur, India is kind of at the top of the list. I'm just going to say I love it. Love Indian music. I've always loved Indian music. But yeah, I'm going to have to come out to the Pink City. But it is
great. We look forward to that, David, and thank you for having us on the show.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and cheers. It was lovely connecting with you.
And we're going to have you back on the show probably in 2021 in a few months. I'm going to touch base with you again, and we'll see how things are going, okay?
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Wow, that was great. So, Timmie, you can stay on the call if you want for like 10 minutes because I have what's called an after party. So just stay on Skype. It's a minor party. There's no cake or candles. I can still see her off the show. Timmie is great, isn't she? So please go and follow them. HIS-India.in. That's the website. Help in Suffering. What a heart of gold. I love meeting people like that, especially if they love animals. It was a great show. I've got a closing joke. And I don't know if the closing joke is animal related, though. I'm not sure. Let me get all these things. I got too many things going on here. All right, what is it? I'm going to go all the way down to the jokes. I'm not a good comedian. But I'm going to end with a joke. Did you know that my new thesaurus is terrible? Not only that, but it's terrible. My new thesaurus is terrible. Not only that, but it's terrible. Think about that. Anyway. Take care, everybody. Be good to one another. Tomorrow night, tune in 9 o'clock. I got some good guests. And that was weird, just playing guitar for like 2 seconds unplugged. Take care.